Welcome to this lesson on microtasks. In this lesson, we're going to go over a digital task manager and why you need it to work productively in today's digital world. I'm going to show you an example of the McDonald's productivity system. I'm going to give you my ultimate productivity framework, which is my microtask framework. And then I'm going to go through some tasks and project examples in Notion so we can see how this works out. Let's begin. This lesson is really more about project management skills and is probably the most powerful lesson you'll watch outside of just AI tools because honestly, the people who move mountains with ease are the ones who can manage tasks and large projects. Anyone can write prompts into ChatGPT or any AI tool and they could get an output. Pretty easy. But not everyone can manage large, complex tasks over time with very minimal effort and achieve exceptional results. Because in the digital world, your ability to manage large tasks like building a business, building a course, building a product, building a lead magnet, for example, generating sales, everything requires task and project management skills. That's going to allow you to work efficiently, not help you so you don't get burnt out, and then so that you can save more time working smarter, not harder. So that's the main thing from this lesson is we want to use a digital notebook to think on paper to manage all our tasks and projects so that we can do a large project using ChatGPT or any other AI tool. And then we can get large amounts of projects done that may take a week, 2 weeks, or something like that. Like writing a book is a large project. So with this framework, you'll be able to manage large projects super easily. You will need a digital task manager for this task or for this lesson. Now, Notion functions as two things. One, as your digital notebook, so it has all your notes for everything for both your personal life and for your business life all in one app. And Notion also acts as a task manager so that you can manage large amounts of tasks, schedule them on a calendar, and work on them efficiently every single day to move the needle in your business and in your life. Notion is like $10 a month for their annual plan. I think it's $12 a month for their monthly plan. Okay, it's not required. You can use Google Docs, but I'm going to tell you, you're going to have a very difficult time, and you won't. Google Docs aren't a task or project management tool. Yes, there's Evernote, and it can also function as your digital notebook, but none of them compare to Notion. Yes, Notion has a high learning curve, but we also have a full Notion deep dive course in this membership so that you can master Notion, because the people who can build a digital brain in Notion to manage both their documents and tasks, or documents and notes, and then also their tasks all in one app, those are the people that are moving mountains of work effortlessly. Everyone else is burnt out, juggling, has 48 tabs across their computer and freaks out when they get a new task or project and can't prioritize or manage a large project, for example. This is a very powerful lesson. I highly recommend you invest the time and focus on this. So let's do an analogy. I love the movie The Founder. Talks about how McDonald's got started. What made McDonald's so valuable was systems. Think of creating when a person orders a burger and fries, that's a project that is composed of many little tasks. Go assemble the burger, go get the fries, go put everything in the bag. Many little tasks that have to get completed in a very specific order efficiently so that they could churn out large volumes of burgers like quickly and easily and outcompete their competitors in volume, because their competitors didn't have a system, they were chaotic in their kitchen, and it took them a long time to complete a project or a task, for example. So that's what made McDonald's so valuable, is because of systems. And so on the left hand side, if you have to assemble a burger, other burger chains were like, oh, I got to go to the kitchen, I got to go to the stand over here, I got to go to this side, and they're running around in chaos, wasting time. Versus what McDonald's did was create systems, create stations, so everything they need to assemble that burger or to complete that task or project is right in front of them. So for example, right here, everything you see here, from the lettuce to the burger, the buns, even the packaging, all is within arm's reach, so that the employee doesn't have to go running chaos and trying to like juggle and freaks out where they can't find the fries and it's ran out and then they have to go and walk all the way to another place. The same thing is when you're working in a digital world. You have to go to a website, you have to go to get your notes, you have to go to another website to put in some information, you got to go to another AI tool to do some specific function. So, learning this task management framework is the ultimate productivity hack. It's a system to allow you to manage small tasks into large projects and complete them effortlessly, where everything you need is right in front of you and not scattered across 48 tabs or buried within your notes, for example, all the details. Everything is right in front of you. That's the main like mindset for this. This is the micro task framework. This is everything you need. There are three parts so that you can accomplish any task that you're working on in the digital world efficiently and with very minimal effort, for example. So, what is your goal? What are you trying to accomplish? Are you writing a book? Are you creating a lead magnet? Are you creating a Facebook ad campaign, for example? What is the goal that you're working on? And then everything in the digital world requires you to go to many different websites. One website for ChatGPT, that one specific chat history that has that one conversation with the details, and then another website link that has a reference to a blog post, for example. And instead of having 48 tabs open and trying to click around to figure out where's that one tab that had that one website, oh, it's in my bookmarks, oh man, I can't find it, and you're wasting time trying to navigate. Right here's that link. You click on it. It has the context that you need. Also, the second thing is there may be some facts. It could be some special numbers. It could be some special details related to this task that you have to remember. And it's important to put it here because then it's not stored in your brain. Because then you have to remember, oh, what was that special ID number for that our ad account? I want to select the right one or else I'm going to get billed wrong. Oh, which account do I select? Or any facts. Save them here in bullet points. These are your resources. And then here, breaking down large projects into small steps allows you to easily work with the AI tools so that you could get a large project such as writing a book done easily, because people make the mistake of going to ChatGPT or Claude and saying, hey, write me a whole chapter about XYZ. That is too big of a task. You need to break your task down into micro tasks, small little steps that you could work on. So if I'm writing a Facebook ad, I'm going to work on the headline, I'm going to work on the call to action, I'm going to work on the offer, breaking it down to small steps. And that's how I'm going to get better responses from ChatGPT or any tool when I break my project down into very small tasks, for example, to work on. And then everything is saved here, which is great because it's not stored in my brain. And if I only get to step 1 and 2 on Friday, I could close my laptop and then I could come back on Monday and pick up exactly where I left off on step 3 with everything that I need, so that I'm not burnt out, I'm not stressed or overwhelmed. Everything I need is saved in my digital notebook. Let's take a look at an example of this. So I'm in Notion and I created my project management example, and I'm going to go through 2 examples to break this concept down. So right here, this is our framework. Remember, goal, resources, step 1, 2, 3. Awesome. So say you had the project of, man, I want to write a book using AI. That is a very large project that's going to take you weeks to work on, and there's lots of files, resources, notes. It's a very big process. So a lot of people will get intimidated on this project or get burnt out, can't complete it, or it takes them months upon months, if not maybe a year, to complete a project like this. So it's because they don't have a task system and they're not breaking it down. So this is an example of a project where I need to write a book. And so again, I have my little task framework right here, where the first thing I need to do is research and create the outline. Awesome. There may be some websites that I want to reference. Okay, here's a link 1. If I click on it, it takes me to that website, for example, where there's that article or that other book inspiration. So I have my website 1, website 2. They're not saved in 48 tabs that I freak out if I close my browser, or I don't want to close my browser because then I'll lose all my tabs. It's right here where I need it. Everything I need to complete this task is right in front of me. And you take the 2 minutes that it takes to think of the whole thing out before you start working on the task. You have to write everything out from start to end for the entire project, because then when you do the next step of starting to work on each task. And the flow is you start from the top and you work your way down. So then we broke it down to step 1, 2, and 3. Step 1, I got to use ChatGPT and Claude to write the outline, but I want to compare results, see which one do I like the most. I'm going to use another tool, Otter, as a voice dictation one, so I could just brain dump all my notes into Otter. And then all those comments from I'm referencing another book, for example. Cool, we finished that step. And then Otter's going to give me a text. It's going to translate my text or voice into text. So I'm going to take those notes and I'm going to put them in ChatGPT and have it clean it up. And then I'm going to save it as a PDF file so I could use it for the next step. So I'm like, awesome. So once I finish those, I'm like, boom, boom, boom. And then I'm working on the next task. And this is the process. So then next big thing I need to do, I need to create a custom GPT that's specifically for my writing, for example. There may be a link to a book, a PDF book that I want to add into this custom GPT. And then our 3 steps. I'm going to take my voice notes from the previous task and I'm going to upload them into my custom GPT. I'm going to write my custom prompt, for example. And then I'm going to upload PDF files of my previous books if I wrote them, for example, so that the GPT can understand my style. And then I could work on the next step. Okay, I need to focus on writing chapter 1. So then I'm like, oh, here's the link to that Otter voice notes because I don't want to go to Otter, log in, and scroll through all the conversations, through the history to try and find that one conversation that has the notes. It's all linked right here perfectly. Same thing with Notion. I may have a Notion resource file that has all the notes that I want for chapter 1 saved, so it's linked right here. So then when I need it, I could click on it and go to that one website, for example. Then I broke down all my steps, review notes, custom GPT, copy it into my notebook. I may need to go back to ChatGPT to fix the grammar. Then I'm going to export the rough draft and give it to another AI tool. Because again, you're not going to be using ChatGPT as the be all end all of all the AI tools. Your productivity is going to depend on using 3 to 5 different AI tools and jumping between them efficiently to get a large project done. The people who depend on one tool and just think that, oh, I could just use ChatGPT and that's all I need. You won't be able to compete with people who are taking AI skills seriously. So you're going to be using multiple AI tools, and some tools are really good for specific tasks. Like this one is really good for checking for plagiarism. I'm not going to go to ChatGPT and say, can you detect plagiarism in that? No, I'm going to use another tool, for example. And then I'm going to work through each of the steps, and this repeats. It just repeats the same thing. We have our goal. We have our resources or links to different tools, ChatGPT, that one conversation history, Otter, that one conversation link. So I could close my laptop, close my browser, and then come back to this and pick up exactly where I left off, where I need to finish the projects. So then I'll work through, and that's the process basically. So let's take a look at another example. In business, you have to create lead magnets to attract leads so you can generate sales. So creating a lead magnet is a very big project, for example. So we're going to break it down, use the same framework. We have our goal. I need to research the competition. What's the lead magnets that my competitors are offering so I can offer something even better? Who are my competitors? Like, you should know who your competitors are in your industry. What are they doing? What are they offering? Does your price and offers match, or are they offering something better? So here's 3 links to those websites of my competition, for example. Then I may use another service for one time, like a fake email service, because part of one of my tasks is, I'm going to actually sign up with a fake email and download all those lead magnets so I could save those PDF files right here. Say this was a PDF file. You can't do this in Google Docs, which that's why Notion is so cool. Oh, here's that one PDF file from the competitor. Okay, it's saved here. It's not saved on my computer that I got to go through my documents somewhere on my computer and folders on folders to try and find it. No, remember, the McDonald's example, everything I need to complete the task is right in front of me. I don't have to click anywhere, go to any buried folder or buried bookmark, for example. So then I'm going to just continue completing my task, for example. And then this just repeats, for example. Again, there may be other services, like I may use Night Cafe for creating images, Canva for creating the PDF file or the actual lead magnet. Oh, I really like the website, the copy they use on this website. I want to reference that. Awesome. Then here's that one lead magnet that I'm like, okay, of all the ones that I liked, this one was the best one. And then you have your process. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, everything I thought out logically what I need to do. So I could just go into autopilot mode and just focus on each task. Once that's done, boom, I could drop it and focus on the next task. Boom, focus. And then if I get distracted, I get a call, family emergency, whatever, and I just have to stop what I'm doing and then leave for like a day or two, I could come back and easily know, oh yeah, I'm creating a lead magnet, pick up exactly where I left off. Oh yeah, I did this, did this. Oh, okay, cool. I need to export a PDF. For example, just like creating this course, while that's a huge project that's going to take weeks, I got to like write all the notes, I got to create the slides, I got to record the episodes, I have to edit the episodes, I have to upload them, and I have to track this large project of many lessons and focus on one thing at a time. And I use Notion to accomplish that using this exact framework so that I can pick up exactly where where I left off, get the work done, and then just focus on deep work. So that's this project management template. So now let's do a task. I'm going to have you create your own project, for example. It's going to be real fun. Using your digital task manager, Notion, Google Docs, whatever you're comfortable with, highly recommend Notion. Plan a trip to your favorite destination. You're going to create 3 little tasks, that one for researching places, one for preparing for the trip, and one for going on the trip checklist. And then you're going to add some website links. Let me show you an example. So here's an example of planning a trip using the same framework that you could copy if you want to. They don't have to be exact as far as like all this detail and stuff, but practice planning your own trip using this framework. It's going to be helpful for when you get into larger projects like writing a book or creating a course or selling a product, for example. So here I'm going to do, remember stage 1, researching places. So that's the goal. There may be some facts like, oh, I only have $1,000 budget. My time frame is June 26th to August 2nd. See how handy this is for me trying to remember all this details in my head. Forget it. I get burnt out. I would freak out. Basically, I would miss the dates. I would get buried. It basically would waste so much time trying to book a trip. But here, using this process, I could book a trip quick, fast, efficiently without having to do much effort. And then 3 steps. Oh, I should brainstorm. I should probably pick the one that's best, that matches my criteria. And then I'll check some prices and make sure everything fits. I'm like, okay, cool. I did that, found my place. Cool. Now I've got to get ready and prepare for my trip. Here's my ticket number, my departure date. Driving traffic is an hour and a half, so I got to make sure I leave by 8:30. Awesome. So I thought of all of this before. So instead of not freaking out and did we get this? Did we forget something? Everything using this process becomes effortlessly. So I got to buy the airline, then I'll buy the hotel, then I'll pack all the things I need to pack. Boom, 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 boom. I got to go get cash from the bank. Awesome. And then continue. And then when I go on the trip, oh yeah, what are the details when we get there? Oh, I booked a scuba lesson at this place. Awesome. And then here's the website link. And when you do website links, just copy the URL. You could right click, copy. I recommend Command C. And whatever the text is, just highlight. I'm just going to remove this. Cool. Just highlight. And if you paste, it turns it into a hyperlink so that you click on it and you could go straight there. And that way you could put text as context so you know what this website and why it's important. Like, oh, I got the Hilton Hotel. Great. It's at this address. And if I click on it, awesome. It'll take me exactly where I need for that address there. Cool. I don't have to go and search and it's on a tab. We need to drop off our luggage at the hotel at 3 p.m. Awesome. Here's dinner at the restaurant. Awesome. And then we're going dancing at Alberto's nightclub. I'm excited for this trip. And that is task management using microtasks to accomplish any task or project for your personal life or especially for business, regardless of any AI tool. Because now when you go to use the AI tools, you could jump around between different AI tools, save all your notes, and accomplish the tasks that you're working on super efficiently. So go ahead in your digital notebook, create a task for a trip to your favorite destination. That ends this lesson, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Thank you.